would have thought Orchestra and Metallica would meld so well. So good. I can't wait till it kicks in. I love strings.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trust in who you are. And nothing else matters.
So this is fairly low in his range, not super low, but one of the things that he does really well is this balance of light and dark. So I've talked about this a lot in mixed voice, in that he has quite an open space, which feels often like it's back here, opening up that space, yet you can hear his forward placement. Nothing else matters. So he gets the full range of harmonics and resonance. What is really good as he gets lower down on all those slides, he doesn't lose intensity of sound. He doesn't go to Now that takes a bit of practice, but he's obviously done that.
I never opened myself this way.
Just so balanced.
Life is ours, we live it our way.
Hey.
Hold these words I learned to say. And nothing else matters.
Nothing, really opening on that
Yeah, trust us, and I find in you.
He has this habit of putting a little on the end of things, so and this is a really cool habit that can give you a little bit of oomph at the end, as if you're pushing into the end of a note without having to put any muscle or strain into anything. Beware about this one because it does become so habitual. A lot of people do it all the time when they don't mean to do it, so make sure that you're using it as a stylistic choice, not because you just did it by accident.
Every day for us something new. A mind for different you. And nothing else.
I love how he's playing with his placement. Matter. See how open that is on an . It's really interesting on matters because obviously we'd say it with the on the end, but he literally goes madara and opens it up. So really makes the most of that little that he likes to put in at the end of things. And I love how he's playing around with the placement, how he's moving between that more open woo sort of feeling. So if you do woo, you can feel that space there. And then moving it forward to like an this sort of more forward placement. You can really hear when he adds that nasality in and then brings it back and warms it. And I love how he's playing with that balance. But as in the most of it, he's exactly in the middle of that. He's kind of using both at the same time to get that resonance and then just pushing it, tipping it back and forwards over the edge towards one or the other. Morphing everything to that Oh, the strings.
So close, no matter how far.
See?
Couldn't be much more from the heart.
Ooh, I like that.
Forever trust in who we are. And nothing else matters. Never care for what you do. Never care for what they know. And I know. Yeah. That's right.
See that? How he just went through all those different vowels. No, yo. There's like O's and E's and A's, which is just a really interesting thing to do instead of no and just holding that note. Oh, even if you were changing notes, you could still keep that vowel, but it's something more interesting to listen to. So it's something that you can play around with. Sometimes it sounds bizarre, sometimes it sounds really cool. So play around. You're the judge of that one. Be your own judge on what sounds cool. think that morphing of vowels as well helps with the fluidity, so it's not always at the same place. It keeps that sound moving and changing. Say yay, see? Ah, cool. He does a really cool thing with yeah. He does yeah instead of putting the y on, because the y just closes it. So if you get yeah, often people tense up on that. So he starts with a little bit more of an open vowel, yeah, and doesn't even use the y so much in the word. I love those little bits of distortion. We'll talk about that in a second. Oh, the orchestration, I love it. So like pay yay or say yay, like those ones. Okay, I find an appropriate place to stop so we can talk about distortion. Okay, so if you are trying this sort of distortion, what I love about him as well is that he uses distortion in small amounts. It's really tasteful. It's not all the time, but when it's there, it really, really means something. Now, be careful when you're trying this. If it hurts, stop. Often we need to learn to do this in small bouts because you're bound to do it wrong a few times, and that's okay, but you can only do it in very, very, very small amounts. So if it hurts, stop. If you're feeling it in here, if you're feeling tension, the main thing is that you're getting all this nice and relaxed, your jaw, your tongue, and your neck, and then you are directing the sound up here. So basically you're hearing the fleshy bits all around here wobble. That is them vibrating rather than tension in here causing the distortion. So be really, really careful when you're practicing those. And if you want to know a little bit more about that, there's a really brilliant channel called Vocal Hacks, she's an expert in distortion, so go check her out. I would love to be at this gig. It's like so cinematic. It's like I'm floating over like a crystalline lake. Yeah, that was wicked. Classic combination. I love it when artists get big enough that they can play their songs with a full orchestra because it's always just the best. It's like them and an orchestra is just I just love it so much. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.